If you're watching this video, it's because you've signed up to help with student ministries and you have just joined quite an adventure. You will have a lot of fun with these teenagers, I promise you. The first thing you need to know is that our small group program is on Sunday nights. Typically, there's one night a week where we all worship together, junior high and senior high. It's typically the second Sunday of the month. Then the third and fourth Sunday of the month, we have small groups where junior high meets from 6 to 7:30, and the high school meets from 7:30 to 8 o'clock. And then we typically have an activity once a month, whether we go out to a haunted house or we go to laser tag. We have a lot of different options, a lot of different activities for the kids just to go out and have some good times and make some memories with their small group leaders. So if you check out the calendar online at this link, if you go to the church website page and click on youth, you'll see a calendar tab. And if you check that out, that gives you all the information you need to know about small groups, when we're meeting, where we're meeting, what activities we're doing, and whether or not it's a worship night altogether or if we're breaking up into small groups. But it's all right there, and that would be the first place I would have you check if you have any questions about anything. A couple things that we're going to do differently this year for small group leaders and for those involved in student ministries is that we have a very special training event coming up on the date below. We're going to be meeting at receptions on that Saturday. There's going to be a continental breakfast, and you're going to get some specific training by one of the professionals in the area of small groups, church small groups. And it's going to be an exciting morning where we can come together, bond a little bit, have some fun, eat some food, and receive some of the best training out there that's available for how to run effective small groups. Then also, something that I wanted to try, because I know that it's really hard sometimes to get us together. So I thought, what are some ways that we can grow and learn about small groups that could be an effective method without adding yet another meeting to your schedule. So one of the things that I decided to do is get this book called Sticky Faith for each one of us. And if we could, what I'd like is for us to set up a reading schedule, like basically like one chapter a month. And at any time during the month, read that chapter, think about it, and I'll start a blog post where we'll make comments on each chapter. We'll have a post where we can comment, we can talk about whatever issues come up from that chapter. And this can be a positive way where we can learn together, grow together, and understand the purpose and point of small groups and what we're trying to do. This book is going to be phenomenal because it addresses the issue of how to make faith stick to teenagers. So it's not just some superficial, shallow accessory to their lives that they discard when they go off to college, but how do they make it a deep, relevant, effective faith that sticks with them and stays with them for the rest of their lives. And also, to make it even more interesting, there's a youth conference coming up in November, which if I had my way, I'd love to take each and every one of you. But even if we get a few people to go, one of the exciting things about this particular conference is that Kara Powell, who is the author of Sticky Faith, is going to be doing an intensive based on her book and all the research that she did with this book. So we'll be able to sit down with her after already going through the book, a couple chapters of the book. We'll be able to sit down with her and process what we're learning and ask her questions. And I think it'll just be an exciting educational opportunity. And if you've never been to a youth specialties, youth workers convention, it is crazy. And it's a lot of fun, and we have a great time. But I don't like going by myself, so you have to come with me. It's going to be a lot of fun. Then also, one thing I thought that we could do that would be a little bit different are quarterly dinners. We'll pick a restaurant, we'll pick a time and a date, but once every quarter, I'm thinking like 3 times throughout the year, we'll meet at a restaurant and just have dinner together and get to know each other a little bit better. If there's some items we need to talk about quickly, we can do that, but I think what better way than to do it over a meal? We always take our seniors out at the end of the school year to a restaurant just to celebrate their achievement. And I think some of the youth leaders that always do that, we got to thinking it'd be great just to take the youth leaders out and get to know each other on a very casual basis like that. So with that, the two documents that I need you to be aware of as you begin your ministry to our students. The first is the safe sanctuary document. I need you to read through that and then sign it that you agreed to it. And then also the background check form is something that we routinely need to process and run on all the adults working with children and youth. I need to know that that I have permission to run a background check on you, and that I have the necessary information that I need to be able to run a proper background check. So with that, thank you again for signing up for being a part of our student ministries, and I hope that it is something that will impact your life. I think what you're going to discover is not only do you have the opportunity to change and transform the lives of teenagers, but it becomes symbiotic in the sense that they also change and impact your life and have a profound impact on you also. So it's a great give and take, and I think that you're going to really love being involved in our student ministries here at Epiphany United Methodist Church. Thank you for giving it a chance, and I hope that it's something that you will enjoy for years to come. Thank you and goodbye.
When they finally pulled the driver's body from the twisted, burning wreck, it looked like this.